The moment of truth is approaching now. I've got all the oil wired up. I haven't put clips on here. I don't think there's very much pressure in here, but it might leak, it might not. I'll find out soon. Put some oil in. All the other oil pipes are on. I am going to, first thing I'm going to do is take this off so that I can get the primary drive, take the spark plug out and turn the engine over with the drill and make sure that the oil's coming out of the return up here. I'll move the camera around when I do that. But yeah, so first thing is to get the primary cover off again. And again, and the other thing I can do is check that how much the belt flax around when it's running to make sure that it's not going to catch on my spacer thing. I really should just leave this off for now. The brake pedal, I mean, I'm not going to be riding it for just a little while yet. Put these back on so I don't lose them. I still haven't painted this thing behind here either. Trying to remember what other little jobs I've been doing. The fuel tank's on, fuel pipe is on. I haven't checked if it leaks or not yet. What else did I do? Fitted the chain while you weren't looking. The final drive chain. I fitted an on-off switch on the handlebars. I have fitted the throttle or properly connected the throttle cable. And this oil pipe, yeah, I mentioned it already. So a few sneaky little things while you weren't looking. But I've also been busy doing other things. I'll put you a little secret preview of what else I've been doing, probably in video, which may or may not be of interest to some people. It's so nice not having to worry about oil in the primary drive. Okay, so I need something to go on that. So I think it is unscrew. Just check. Sure it is. Yeah, unscrew. So what I'm going to do is put this on here and spin it. Other way. Hopefully without undoing it's always difficult that you don't undo the bolt. Come back. And then I'm going to look down here for oil. And it's already loosened the nut. Just tightening back up. I'll put it on slow speed. There we go. Okay, great. So we've got oil. Next thing I have to do then is to try and find a coil. Got points, got a switch on the handlebars up here that you can't see, got some points, just need a battery, wire it all up and see if it will start. So yeah, it's going to take me a bit of time to rummage around and find a coil. I'll be back soon. I will be back soon. I've made here what I think is called in the trade a lash up or a bodge. I could only find a 6-volt coil and I don't have a 6-volt battery, but I do have a 6-volt power supply. So I've hooked that up. I've got, this is the wire that goes to the coil. I've got positive to the coil, negative earth, doesn't really matter which way on the earth is. And hopefully, I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, but let's see. If I earth the wire that goes to the contact breakers, there should be a spark, and there isn't. Oh yes there is, it's ever so tiny. It's not a very fat spark, I don't... Anyway, there is a spark. You probably can't see it because it's very faint, even for me. No, in fact... yeah, no, there is a spark. Let's try... I'm going to try connecting it to the coil and then kicking it over and see what happens. I'll turn the power off for a minute. Power back on. On. And you're still filming. So I'll kick it over and see if I can still see a spark as well, make sure the points are working. Yep. Yep, there's a spark, that's good. So, the moment of truth is getting closer. I'll put the plug in. There is a bit of an oil leak down here because I couldn't find that. I've put a clamp on here, but it's not the right one. I think that's where it's leaking from. But hey, it's a BSA, it's got to leak some oil. Where did I put the spark plug spanner? So if I were musty one right now, I would just squirt a bit of fuel in the carburetor, which I suppose I could do. Come on, let's take that off in a minute. Or I could just put some fuel in the tank. So let me go and get some fuel. I'll turn you off for a second, set the camera up again, and we'll be back in a minute. Well, I apologise, the light is really terrible here, but I've put some fuel in it. It's on reserve. And miraculously, there are no fuel leaks. So, I'll give it a little tickle. No fuel leaks because I didn't put enough fuel in it. Come on. Not enough fuel, let's put some more in. should be enough. Oh, I can see, I think I can see it just weeping around the top of the float bowl. Yeah, there we go, got some fuel. Right, got some fuel. Power supply is still on. Shall we go for it? What do we think? Oh, wow, it fired straight away. Isn't that amazing? Okay, well, I'm gonna go and get a big boot on before. Might be flooded now. I'm going to hold the compressor in manually. Have a look at the plug. I think there's a bit of a technique to starting these, so it'll take me a while. No, the plug's not wet. Boot up. Oh. It's nearly going. It nearly goes. It went, didn't it? It fired a couple of times. Okay. Well, because I'm already knackered, I think I'm going to go and get the starting roller for a start and just see how that goes. Back in a minute. Okay, there is quite a serious oil leak going on, but yeah, just pretend that you haven't seen that, right? And yeah, try the rollers. Come on. That's in the roller. Put the power supply cable out of the way so it doesn't get torn off, hopefully. We're going to try second gear, I think. What's going on there then? Something. The clutch isn't turning. What's going on? I have just remembered there is no gearbox oil in. I'm going to do that first. Because of course it needs another place to leak oil from. Not quite sure what's going on though with the gearbox. Bit of oil in the gearbox. Back in a minute. So this is the level plug. going to be awkward. No, that's not going to work. Ooh, something needs tightening up there too. The clutch adjuster bolt. Actually, I wonder if is that part of my problem? No. This funnel just fits. Not sure what the capacity of this is. There we go. More leaking oil on the floor. It's a shame because it very nearly went on the first kick. And I am definitely out of practice of kickstarting motorbikes, especially big 4-stroke singles. Oh, my knee is out of practice. Okay, sorry about the oil on the floor, everybody. I shall clear it up later. Right. So what's going on with this? This clutch and gearbox, I'm not quite sure yet. So it's not in gear. Now I'll put it in second. It is in gear, right? And now third, hopefully. Clutch in. It's better. Did I turn the power supply on? I did. Well, it appears to be game over at the minute. I tried I've got a coilover plug, a coilover coil, whatever you call them, and that's not generating a spark either. So, in fact, it's weird. It's like there's some kind of mechanical clunking inside that. So that's dead, which is a shame because I bought it for a different project. But yeah, there's no spark. So I don't see any alternative at the minute, but I don't have another coil, and I don't want to take one off another bike because I don't like cannibalizing. So I'm going to have to order a coil or have another rummage around. I don't think I've got one, so yeah, not likely to find one. So I'm going to have to order a coil, and I also really ought to do something about this oil leak because it's quite bad, as you can see, and I think it's all coming from the rocker drain. It's just I don't have a clamp that's the right size, so yeah, I'll hopefully sort that out as well. But that might be it for this video, so a little bit short and sweet. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you don't, you don't. But thanks for watching anyway, if you got this far, and I'll see you next time. Cheerio. Right, I managed to find in a box of bits an old BMW coil, which is drawing quite a lot of current actually. 10 amps, wow. So yeah, but big fat spark anyway. So let's see if I can arrange this power supply and everything. And this. So, what do we think? I'll take that as a success for now. I've got a slight leak from the petrol tap here. Massive oil leaks all over the place, but I can sort them out. Yeah. Well, that's definitely the end of the video now. This is as far as I want to go for today, just to prove it runs, but got some oil leaks, etc. And yeah, still a few things to sort out, but that's a big step forward. I like it. Sounds pretty cool. So yeah, thanks for watching. See you next time.